The charity rummage sale at Springfield Community Center was ending on a crisp October afternoon when antique collector David Chen found a modest wooden frame between old magazines and a cracked mirror. The black and white photo inside showed a normal American family at a summer picnic in 1908. A father in a white shirt and suspenders sat on a checkered blanket. His wife in a long skirt arranged food from a basket. 2 children played in the tall grass near Springfield, Massachusetts. David had seen many such photos from that time. Everything looked like ordinary middle-class life. The volunteer said it cost just $5 and came from Mrs. Patterson's attic after she died with no family left. David bought it for the frame more than the picture. In the sunlight on the way to his car, something about the father's pose seemed odd and careful, not fully casual. At home under a strong magnifying lamp, David saw the father's left hand rested on the blanket but covered the edges of hidden papers. Official letterhead peeked out under his thumb. The photo was sharp and professional for 1908. The mother's face showed quiet tension, and the children sat farther away than usual. The back only said, Springfield, summer 1908. At the local historical society, curator Margaret Willis looked at the photo and mentioned the Patterson case. Newspaper clippings from 1908 told of local businessman Robert Patterson, his wife Helen, and their 2 children vanishing in August. Robert ran a small printing shop. Federal marshals suspected counterfeiting but could not prove it. The house and business were left untouched. A later report said evidence may have been hidden before they disappeared, and that Robert might have been helping the authorities. At the National Archives in Boston, David found Secret Service files. A memo from Agent William Hayes in July 1908 spoke of Asset P, a local printer who gave information on the counterfeiting ring in exchange for protection. The agent planned to record the evidence safely and move the family on August 20th. The family vanished on August 18th instead. Hayes' journal showed he waited in vain, feared the worst, and later received a silent letter from Chicago with a pressed flower and a scrap of fabric matching Helen's dress. In Chicago records, David found a family named James and Catherine Murphy, who arrived in late summer 1908 with children matching the ages and looks of the Pattersons. James worked in printing. A church letter from Catherine asked for prayers for family who had faced danger and left home. The Murphys stayed until about 1915 and then disappeared again. Later records showed they lived under those names until natural deaths in the 1920s. Their daughter's descendant, Patricia Rodriguez, still had the original negative of the picnic photo and a diary by Catherine. The diary confirmed they fled on their own the night of August 18th because the criminals suspected Robert. They kept only the photo as insurance so Agent Hayes could find the hidden evidence. The photo held coded details, partial text about shipments and warehouse plates under the father's hand, more papers in Helen's open bag, and a map of the warehouse district worked into the blanket pattern. That evidence reached the Secret Service. It helped break up counterfeiting rings across the Northeast in the years that followed. The method of hiding information in ordinary family photos became a useful technique for agents. David worked with Patricia and the archives to document the true story. The Secret Service later displayed the photograph in its museum with a full explanation of what Robert and Helen Patterson had done. Their quiet picnic picture, once thought ordinary, had helped protect the country's money and changed early federal intelligence work.